Hi Tiffany, my name is Courtney Chevalier. I just read your discussion board post. I really appreciate you writing about human trafficking. I don't have a whole lot of experience with that. I actually don't think I ever worked with anyone with human trafficking unless, like you stated in the text, unless they have gone through it and they just didn't feel comfortable talking about it yet. I saw you put in the text that they seek help in a nonverbal manner. So I was wondering, like, what are some nonverbal characteristics to look for in survivors of trafficking? Like, do they have characteristics like, are they guarded? Do they cry a lot? Or what are some nonverbal characteristics you see when working with traffic survivors? That I'm very curious about. You also spoke of shifting. I see that a lot in the area that I work in. There's just not a lot of LPCs and LCSWs in my area, so there's a lot of task shifting with bachelor's and master's level candidates. Like, they might have degrees in psychology or sociology, but they just don't have the license. So there's a lot of task shipping because there's only so much one LPC can do with, let's say, 100 or 200 or 300 clients. So I have seen that it worked. It's definitely necessary. I don't see how companies would be able to not do task shifting. Excuse me. The only thing that I've seen about it that has not worked is like if they don't get the proper training. So I've seen a lot of bachelor's and master's level work with clients in a manner that's not effective, and that's not. I wouldn't say that is their fault per se. I wouldn't put anybody to blame, but I would say that definitely a lot of training is needed if there will be task shifting. So I think especially with human trafficking, I would think definitely a significant amount of training would be needed, especially if there are a lot of nonverbal characteristics you have to catch, and what are some techniques that are done with anybody who was in human trafficking, things like that. Because things like that I don't even know. So I would have to research myself too if I were interested in working on clients who were in human trafficking. But yeah, I would definitely like to learn about the nonverbal characteristics that they display, and then what are some extra training that might be given if there is task shifting. I'm sorry, that word is hard for me to say today, with human trafficking victims. So thank you. I enjoyed reading your post.